person, but I wanted to give you some strategies right away to start working on the greeting behaviors at your house, as well as out and about jumping behaviors. So I think what has probably transpired is that a lot of dogs, if people knock on the door or enter the house, if they're strangers, the barking escalates. If the dog is even remotely uncomfortable, that translates into anxiety. And then for what I'm guessing has sort of happened is that is now generalized to everybody, including you guys. So we need to try to really work on changing Charlie's behavior, his emotional reaction when people come to the door. So what I want you guys to do is keep some kind of canister or jar outside of treats somewhere, so that every time somebody is entering that house, you've got treats in your hand. As you walk in, you can do, Charlie, hi, you can do go find it, have him just start tossing treats around so he is more distracted by the food and less apt to want to bark at you. I would try to keep the greetings as calm as possible, meaning don't go overboard. Oh my gosh, Charlie, it's fine, it's us. Just really quiet. Try to remain as calm as possible, do some deep breathing, and just start tossing treats. And hopefully over time we can try to, again, change his emotional reaction. Same thing when you're out and about. If he sees people, immediately do treats on the ground so he's not apt to jump on people. You don't want to have to correct that behavior afterwards. So let's see here. I'm just gonna call. Hey, Charlie! Up. Hi! Hey, what's up, buddy? Hi! Oh, that's good. If he doesn't jump, of course, treats, but as he approaches, you can even do this with yourself. Just calling him over and making sure you're throwing a little bit of treats on the ground to keep him focused instead of wanting to jump up.
So just a little bit more about how Charlie did perform over the last few weeks. He is a little bit of a nervous Nelly, so when it comes to training, we have to really slow it down and take it at his pace. So sometimes things may take longer. You want to make sure that as we're training as well, that he is emotionally stable and happy and not stressed out as you're working. One great thing that he does have going for him is his attention. So this whole time you can see he's just watching me. That really will work to your benefit as you're training and working on these skills out in the open. But again, it's the same thing when you're coming into your house and he is barking because there's been, he feels like he hasn't seen you and now he's generalized the reaction. Staying calm and treating and trying to change his emotional state that it's going to be okay is going to be key. So one of the things that we worked with Charlie on over this last session is a minute down stay and a 30-second sit stay. We trained them both the same way. I have him in the down stay here. We were upping the ante with being in a different environment with another dog around and other distractions with runners and bikers passing by. I'm keeping my rate of reinforcement high, meaning I'm treating very frequently to just kind of keep him comfortable and reminding him that this is where I want him to be. So as you're working through this, if you're out and about in town and you're getting a cup of coffee when we're allowed to again, you'll be doing the same thing. It's just bringing the mat and then just intermittently treating as he's comfortable laying down. Eventually you'll be able to stand up. If he stands up, then also you can just put him right back into the down. Keep tossing those treats. But eventually you'll be able to walk away, come back and treat, and have him stay in the down. That we worked on with Charlie over the last few weeks was loose leash walking and walking nicely as you're passing other dogs. We have Roscoe here, so we'll work on that. I like to walk my dogs on the right hand side. It really doesn't matter, but you want to keep a handful of treats in your hand. The leash is loose. In the opposite hand, you want a nice little J shape. And all we're going to do is as we pass, we're just going to continually treat kind of down our pant leg to keep him next to us and have attention be on us. Here we go. Good job. Right here. Let's go. even though Charlie kind of got distracted and was looking at Roscoe, I just redirected with some kissy sounds to get him to focus back on me again. And as you're out walking, just obviously you're not going to spend your entire walk walking that way, so just pick a distance between 2 points and maybe do it 2 or 3 times on your walk, especially as you're passing a biker or a walker or another dog or stroller, skateboarder, just to sort of reinforce that this home base is where you want them to be. So the last skill that we worked on over the last few weeks with Charlie was recall, and Allie's going to help us here and just do what we call a restrained recall, meaning I've got the dog's attention and she's going to get his attention and call him to her. So let's take a peek and see how that goes.
Charlie! Hi! Yes! Charlie, come! Okay, let's try this shorter distance.
Yeah. So Allie will scoot in and try it again to get Charlie engaged and wanting to come back.
Charlie, come! Yes! Good boy! He's such a good boy.
So this is something you guys can also do at home, is sort of play the ping pong game, is as Allie is treating him, I can sneak back up and try and call him back again.
Charlie, come! Oh, that's a good boy. Sit nice. Good job. Genius. Genius. Charlie. Yes. Charlie, come. Yes, good boy. It's okay. Good job. Good job.
So one of the other things you're going to want to do to help keep him focused is add a lot of backwards motion when you're working on the recall. It really helps to pull a dog towards you. So as soon as you call back pedaling, we do a lot of ups, like to keep the dog kind of amped up a little bit, or maybe just make it seem like it's a little bit more fun.